This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack Daily Challenge. So we are given a character matrix of size R cross C and integer x as input. We have to print s as our output if the hexadecimal of the integer x is present horizontally in the given character matrix. So first we have to convert the integer x into hexadecimal. 45 can be represented in hexadecimal as 2d. So now we have to check whether 2d is present horizontally in the given character matrix. In the first row we don't have 2d, and in second row also we don't have 2d, and in third row also we don't have 2d, and in the fourth row here we have 2 and d. So we print s as our output. Now let us see our sample input 2. Here we are given a 3 cross 2 character matrix as input, and this is the character matrix and the integer x is 89. So first we have to find the hexadecimal of 89. 89 can be represented as 59 in hexadecimal. Now we have to check whether 59 is present horizontally in the given character matrix. So here 59 is present in the second row, so we print yes as our output. In case if we are not able to find the hexadecimal value in the given character matrix, we have to print no as our output. Now let us see how to write a C program for this. So first I am creating three integers x, r and c, and in the next line I am accepting the input of r and c, and then I am creating a character matrix of size r cross c, and then I am using a nested for loop. I am accepting the input matrix, and simultaneously while accepting the input matrix I am converting all the characters into uppercase, and after accepting the input character matrix I am accepting the integer x. So now we have to convert the integer x into hexadecimal value. So to do that I am creating another character array named hex of size 32. Now we have to convert this integer x into hexadecimal. So to convert it we are just going to use the format specifier. So if we want to print the integer x in decimal value, then in the printf statement we will be using %d. The same if we want to print the hexadecimal value of the integer x, then we use %x in the printf statement. We are going to use the same logic. I am going to use this function sprintf, and within the quotes I am going to pass the specifier %x, and I am passing the decimal value of the integer x. So within the quotes the hexadecimal value of the integer x would be present, and that hexadecimal value will now be stored into the character array hex, because that is how this function sprintf works. So now we have converted the integer x into hexadecimal value, and that hexadecimal value is now stored into the character array hex. Now we have to check whether the hexadecimal is present horizontally in the character matrix. So to do that again I am going to create a nested for loop. The first loop iterates from 0 to r, and in every iteration of this loop I am going to create a new string, and the characters of this string would be all the characters present in the ith row. So I am creating a character array named temp of size c, and then I am going to store all the characters that is present in the ith row into the character array temp. So I am creating another j loop that iterates from 0 to c, and all the characters that is present in the ith row will now be stored into the character array temp. And after the execution of for loop I am going to set the last character of the character array temp as null. So now if the character array hex is a substring of the character array temp, it means that the hexadecimal value of the integer x is present horizontally in the given character matrix. So this is how we are going to find whether the hexadecimal is present horizontally in the given character matrix. So I am going to use this function str. So this function doesn't return null if the character array hex is a substring of temp. So we are including this in the condition. If the function doesn't return null, then I am going to print yes and terminate the whole program using exit 0. And in every row if this function returns null, it means that the hexadecimal is not present horizontally in the character matrix. So finally we print no as our output. Now let us check our program with sample test cases. So I have given the sample input 1 and our expected output is yes. So we also get yes as our output. And now I have given the sample input 2 and again our expected output is yes. So we also get yes. And now I have given the sample input 3 and our expected output is no. So we also get no as our output. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.